Again, what's cool about developing a relationship with a printer or a paper vendor is like the Curious Collection, is you get inspirational pieces like this one here. This one's called Conjure the Peculiar Power of Curiously Potent Paper. And it's just a print piece that they do, and they show you specs on the back telling you the kind of paper they use and the effects they do on this stuff. Is they provide inspiration and ideas on paper and why paper is so important, and printing, paper and printing. So this one here is like a clear acetate sheet of paper, a semi-translucent piece of paper with printing on top of it. And of course, Curious Collection sells that type of paper. And this is bound into a folder, a piece of thick stock that covers that, probably double stock, probably 130 pound. Yep, 130 pound. But it'll give you, like this one here is a piece of paper on what they call pearlescent stock. And you can't really see it well in a camera, but it has sort of a pearly feel to it. So when you open these inspirational pieces, you thumb through them. I mean, like this says, with creative juices. I mean, it really gets the creative juices flowing. And you know, you just open this stuff up. I mean, look at this. It's like a double gate folded piece you open up, and it's just gorgeous, right? And they spent a lot of time and money creating this, and it's inspiration. So you get this type of thing and you save it because it gives you all kinds of ideas. But this type of stuff here shows you what can be done on paper. Again, with cool graphics. So if you're a graphic designer, it gives you great graphic design ideas, but more from a paper standpoint too. You can't really see this, but there's like a see-through effect to this word peer. So I'd look at that as a designer and say, oh, cool, man, how'd they do that? Or, you know, this is actually ghosted. It's showing up pretty well on a camera actually, but it's ghosted on one side because it's printed on the other. But this stuff here is where you get really, really good ideas. You know, how they printed on this, you know, using that goldish ink on top of that black paper. I have this print piece here. This one talks about the importance of print because I swear by print. I think we're tactile people. We like to feel stuff in our hands. This is from Lindenmeyer, Sappi, S-A-P-P-I. Would be the paper company or whatever, but Lindenmeyer is the distributor, the book publishing papers. But again, you open these pieces, and this is sort of a velvety color, soft touch aqueous, you know, gives you all ideas. Now, these are the specs on the back side, tells you all the specifications, but you thumb through this, and it gives you all kinds of cool, interesting facts about paper. You know, and ideas on how to do trick things like this here. This is a metallic foil stamp. See the foil? The ABC is foil. And I did a print piece because of that inspiration. So maybe actually, I might even have it here handy. Oh, let's see if I can find it. Yeah, here it is, Okay, so I did this later on. I did this piece here. See that metallic foil that I did on this print piece here was because of this inspiration. And it goes to show you that you can do a lot of cool stuff with print and paper and inks. And you use these inspirational pieces to come up with great ideas. This one here, like doing, you know, visual effects, different visual effects. This one here, this is a great spread right here. This one here, because what they show you is it's a standard printed page. Yes, it is, but look at what happens when you add gloss to give it like a skin feel to it, right? And then this here, adding a texture and a raised UV effect here with the texture. It gives this rubber glove feel. Now again, same here, same with this side, you know, a leather glove, you know, doing a soft touch aqueous. Actually, this is a velvet, this is more velvety, so I would say it's more like a velvet overlay. I'd have to read the specs. But this one here is a rubbery feel to it. And again, this gives you that substrate feel, something completely unique, something completely different that not everybody else does. So I just want to point this out because you can do so many cool things with print. And you get this in your hands, and people love cool stuff, don't you? I do. So looking at inspiration and coming up with new ideas of doing things, doing different things. This here, again, using the metallic ink, right? Metallic ink and UV varnishes and stuff, doing like little pocket folders like this. This type of stuff inspires me. The little teeny pocket book inside of the page here. Now, does it get expensive? Yes. You can dream it. Anything can be done with the right printer. If you get the right printer, the right designer, the right team involved, you can come up with some really, really cool stuff. But don't be afraid to dream it. I mean, if you're a designer and you want to think outside the literal printed box, look for inspiration. Look through these printed pieces. Look at magazines you read. Go on the shelves in the stores and look at stuff. Look all around you. And you're going to find all these different techniques to doing things. Like, look at this for earring collection. Looking at different earrings on this picture here. Or folding over, a different type of face and looking at different products for different parts of the face. It's just super, super inspiring. So again, looking through all of these inspirational pieces, you have this piece here by Nina Papers, The Power of Paper. Excellent piece. Again, gives you all the different types of techniques of printing they have, different types of papers they have, with the metallics and different thicknesses. And creating different pieces. I mean, this piece here looks like a standard print, right? But if you look closely, it's actually kind of a cutout, kind of struck through, see? And it gives you a whole different look and feel to the piece that you're going to create. This here is a pocket folder for Pi University, and it shows you inside here different ideas on how to, insert pieces into this stuff. So again, inspiration. And what's cool is that you pass the inspiration on. So you get inspired by this stuff, and then you create stuff, and then inspire. It's like paying it forward, This is a cool piece by Sappy Papers, and this is varnish techniques on strobe paper, which is also a really high-end paper, but it's a nice paper. But this one here has a sort of a debossed look to it with special varnishing techniques to give it a sort of a certain look and feel to it. It has a very, very unique feel to it. So this piece alone is inspiring. Like if I'm going to be doing a job for like a metal shop or a company out West Coast Customs, and they're going to be working on hammered metal and stuff with cars, I might do something like this. So I'll save this just in case I ever do work with them. But you look inside of here too, and it gives you all these different ideas on basic design and printing techniques, uses of varnish, one side being a certain type of varnish and the other side doing a different varnish, just to kind of compare the two things too. Sometimes you'll get these full sheets where they show swatches of all the different levels of varnishes that you can do on a paper. And then you can, in turn, you can bring these to your client meetings and show them some of this stuff if you're talking about varnishes. Same with this, like if you're talking about a shower head and water, adding certain varnish effects to it to make it look like real water. So work with your printer and your paper vendor and see if you can get ideas like this, get some inspirational pieces. And especially like your print reps, if you work with your print representative, get a good relationship going with them. They can send you samples like this that'll help you inspire the next cool piece that you do to inspire others too.